Good morning, or good morning again. Oh, thank you. Welcome back. We've been talking about freshness this morning, which I guess actually will be on YouTube, right? If you didn't hear it and you want to. Because it's a new year, and actually for us it's between two New Years. We get two chances to reflect on freshness. There's our Western New Year, and the Tibetan and the Chinese New Years are coming right up in February 16th. And we will again have an opportunity to see about being fresh. We'll also have a party, which you'll be hearing about. So in that spirit, we begin, as always, with one of the reasons for cultivating a sense of freshness and aliveness is, as we said a few minutes ago, because it helps foster a sense of connection and therefore kindness towards ourselves and towards others. So we always begin, as many of you know, with singing these four aspirations. They're known as the four boundless thoughts because love and compassion and sympathetic joy and equanimity are states of actually great spaciousness. They're vast as the world itself. So we sing about that. And then we also get more into that spaciousness. Shantideva's famous verse, we sing that. And then we'll be freshly attentive to our breath. And in the second part of our practice, we'll have a break. We'll sit for about 15 or 20 minutes. And then we'll have a short break. And well, when the room starts to feel a little more settled, we also introduce a sound practice. As you know, we sound the sound hung, hung, and this is also involves attention to breath because the hung is coming on the exhale, just naturally. So as long as it's comfortable for you to be holding your exhale, that's how long your hung, hung sound is, and everyone does this to your own rhythm. And so you're hearing your own sound, and you're hearing sound in the room. And sound is a very interesting phenomenon insofar as it's clearly here. We hear it, it's here. We hear it in our ear, but we feel it throughout our whole body because sound is vibration. And yet, if we look into it, where is sound? What is sound? It has a quality very like light, and we work a lot in our practices with sound and light, today particularly with sound, because they're very experiential, near ways of getting at what it means for something to be there and yet in another sense not there. What is sound? It's vibration, we say. Well, okay. What is vibration? Well, every vibration can be, within it you will find even more subtle vibrations. It's kind of until it just kind of vanishes and there's nothing there. And yet sound is so powerful. It can make us cry, can make us jump up and dance, can help us fall asleep. So it's a great example of kind of the core of Buddha's teaching about, yes, it's there, but not in any kind of solid way. And light also. We can see each other because there's light in the room. But, you can't grab it. It's diffuse. It's kind of nothing. It's the most important thing in our lives. So we are fresh. We listen freshly to the sound and experience how the sound impacts us when we get to that place in our practice. Okay. And mainly, we do this with a sense that we are cultivating a quality of relaxation, freshness, kindliness. These all kind of go together, as we said earlier. And then we hope that this will make the world a better place, will make us happier and easier, and in that way contributing to a kinder, happier, easier, more flowing world. That's our aspiration. And then the book has gone around because at the end we also close with dedicating the good practice that we've done for the benefit of everyone, and also specifically people who you may know who are in need and pain, who have passed. We send them our good wishes as well. Okay? So our opening aspiration. Do you have your sheets? Or many of you know it. You can follow along. May all beings always have happiness and its causes. May all beings always be free of pain and its causes. May all beings always be pain-free and live happily. May no beings ever cling to those near nor spurn those far. For as long as space abides, as long as the world remains, just so long may I be there, resolving all beings' pain. And let yourself settle into your seat. Allow yourself to relax. And it actually enhances the open quality of relaxation for you to be sitting in an open, upright posture, not stiff, not straining, but just the natural upward moving energy of the body is allowed to arise and give you a sense of strength and freshness. And at the same time, you are clearly sensing the contact of your body with your cushion. That brings you right into the present, just like that. Because our sensory experience, as we have said, is always in the present. Your body is always in the present. So it's a very simple thing. But coming into the present is a gift, because that is where we live. And just see if there's any tension that you are immediately aware of that you can just notice. And by noticing, open a kind of space so that you can relax. If you're ready to. You can't force relaxation. It's a contradiction in terms. But you might notice that your shoulders are a little tense, so you can invite them to rest easy and relax. You can feel that this upward flow through the center of your body is really a profound and subtle support. It's a pillar holding you. And it means everything else can just relax. Like a silk cloth thrown over a chair. The chair is holding it. The silk is just draped. So you're just kind of draped. Maybe there's tension around where you hold your jaw. For a lot of us there is. So you just notice that. And you notice it in a tender, open way. Oh, there's tension in my jaw. Might it relax? And it might or it might not. But you don't get into a fight with yourself. That won't help you relax. You just notice in a kindly way, jaw is tight. It must be working really hard. Your hands, your fingers just relax. It's another place we may hold tension. You just notice it. And when you feel ready, your mind, which is always looking for an object, for entertainment, offer your mind your own breathing. Let your mind, your attention, rest on the feeling of breathing. It's not an idea of breathing. You can feel it. You can start by attending especially to your in-breath. Feel it come in. And as you settle and get a little more relaxed over these next minutes, you may notice that you're feeling into more and maybe even a deeper level of your own experience of breathing. It's a tactile, kinesthetic, bodily experience. Where does your breath go? Where do you feel it? This is not about reviewing what you know about your anatomy. This is about feeling what you feel. What happens as your breath comes down towards your chest? And this is a time you can just dedicate to sensing your own experience, being alive in this moment to your own experience. It's a kindness to yourself to do that. And it's an oasis. Whatever you have waiting later in the day that you need to attend, you will, but not now. Now you can just let it be. Outside this door, back in your room, let it drop away. Give yourself these minutes to let go of all of that. And just be present to your breathing. It's a sign of your aliveness. Your breath comes in, and you're doing this at absolutely your own pace, your own most comfortable way. You're not trying to change your breathing. Not trying to change anything. You're just trying to be aware, seeing, being how we are. And there's a moment which is really more pleasurable than we generally give ourselves space to notice. You know, that moment when you've sort of had enough, you've had enough breath, and you let it go. And your body knows exactly how to relax in the wake of an exhaled breath. If you like, you can feel that whatever worries still remain, even after you've made an agreement with yourself that you're just going to be here and leave the worries outside the door. Any that remain, you can send out with your breath out into space. So we're learning how to be simple, present. And if you like, you can count. That gives your mind a little something else to hold on to. You can see what works better for you. You might start by counting and then let go when you feel like you can just rest in your breath. So just see how that is for you. Freshness is also a gentle curiosity, interest. For once, you're not trying to do anything in any particular way. You're not really doing anything. Quite different from our task-oriented lives, these moments. You're just being here, feeling what it is to be a breathing being. It's a miracle, is it not? So let's continue to breathe together for a few minutes. If your mind wanders to something else, well, that's what our minds do. And as soon as you notice that, you're in freshness again. You've awakened. There's no problem. Oh, I've been wandering. Oh, now I start afresh. I come back. As many times as you need to do that is perfect. And in the same way that you're present to the sensation of breathing, can open that presence to the freshness of hearing sound. So we'll sound hong, hong. It's a gathering sound. Your whole mind, your whole energy is connected with that sound. So it's a unifying experience, this sounding. Not thinking about sound, but feeling it, perhaps almost being sound. At your own pace. And now we have a little break, 10 minutes.
I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The five skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly. I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The five skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly.
Toje shenje ziro resa yena me do Thaga me yile te mi ta to bole te Ki zhe den ye ye de de kar zon lo ma Ngan di pung en so pa Nang ki lo te men do Ni ne ki war so hie de de kar zon lo ma Lien zhe lo me yen pe me gi do par po hien La ye ge
I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The five skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly.
Kunjo ren na sa do we ni ne be na to je shen je ziro re sa yen na me do Thaga me yile te mi ta to bole te Ki zhe den ye ye de de kar zon lo ma Ngan di pung en so pa Nang ki lo te men do Ni ne ki war so hie de de kar zon lo ma Lien zhe lo me yen pe me gi do par po hien La ye ge
I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The five skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly. I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The five skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly.
phung in so pa na ji lo te men.
Again, we'll sit and we'll sing. We'll alternate. Sit with your breathing, just feeling it, allowing yourself to relax again, come back to your own being. There's really nothing to do, just to be. Selwa, would you light the candle? And so we dedicate all of the goodness of our intention and our practice to all living beings throughout space, and then to the names that are in the book. On dedication and then blessing. By this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very ground. With all of you in mind we light this lamp of clarity. May the glow of love, wisdom shine within us, everyone, till we all rise forth born in one enlightened mandala.
And today, along with all sentient beings, and particularly we hold in mind Ed Shoemake, Nabardo, Bonnie Henderson, Alexander Cochran, Camachos, Mike, Sheila, Gary, Claire, Jessica, Houston Women's March, David, Selwa, April the Horse in Nabardo, Dominica, Raheen, Rito, Lisa, Julie, Myrna, Schultz, Anthony, Nancy and John, Preston, Greg, Pat Thompson in the Bardo, Dan Richardson in the Bardo, Liz, Danny, Emily, Andrea Brooks, Brandon Harmon, Shazin Matthews in the Bardo, Wesley Matthews, Alan Johnston in the Bardo, Gloria Falcon in the Bardo, Erin, baby girl to be, Hayden, Big Cam in the Bardo, Farah, Aaron, Mom, Joseph, Dan Richardson, who passed yesterday, Danny, Liz, Emily, Warren, Radiation, Elaine, Jody's new baby, Nikyu. Oh, thank you. Claire, Jessica, Selwa, Vasuda, Janet, Don, Dr. Kwong, Carolyn, Paolo, Bobby, all suffering children. Peace for Nellie. Peace for Mickey. Mr. and Mrs. Han, Coco and the Bardo, Dana's father, Bonnie Henderson, Sharon and family, Uncle Chacho, Aunt Nena, Gyatso, Vatana, Kirsty, Maria, Rosa the horse, Claire, Doug, Anna, Margot, and Eldon Nilsson.
And in awe, sending our light and blessings and good wishes to all of those and everyone everywhere. Freshness is alive. We're glad to see you all. We're freshly glad to see you. See some of you again after a long time. Always welcome. And let's see, on Friday, January 19th, the leading figure of the new Tibetan cinema, the film director Pimit Seden, is coming to Houston for the first time and will be showing two films. On Friday night, he will show a film here called Silent Stones, Holy Stones, right? And in some ways, this is about the silence of the depth of being and the cacophony of modernity, you might say. Anyway, it's a lovely film. It's at 7 o'clock. And at 7 o'clock on the Saturday night, he will show, and he will also talk somewhat about Tibetan cinema. He's the only film director making films in Tibetan language. He studied at the Beijing Film Academy, I believe the only Tibetan to have done so. So he's quite a force. So I've told. I've not met him before. He will be showing a film called Tarlo, also a very beautiful, very moving film at the Rice Media Center at 7 o'clock. It's free.
On Saturday night.
On Saturday night. So we welcome you. Come, bring your friends. And also, we've arranged for Professor Robbie Barnett, who is really the founding director of modern Tibetan studies at Columbia University, and who knows Payment Seden from way back because they often host art events of Tibetan artists. And so he will come also and help us appreciate and understand these. So please come to that. What else? We have a Practice Tuesday this Tuesday, which is open. Come and practice, sit if you feel you. There's no instruction, but come and anything else?
Series starts on the third Tuesday.
And our spring sequence of Teaching Tuesdays begins 2 weeks from today. I think it's the 16th, Tuesday the 16th. Anything more about that?
It's an exploration of the tantric vision of Tibetan Buddhism. It's entitled Purity is Everywhere, and we'll be just sort of unpacking what is Tantra all about, sort of spaciousness and openness and ways of making that more accessible.
And the next three Teaching Tuesdays will also, for those who might be interested, are kind of leading up to, we're having a short retreat on February 23rd and 24th, Friday and Saturday, including Saturday evening. The practice of severance. cutting what binds us, loosening. And it's a famous and traditional Tibetan practice. If you are interested in that, we ask you to fill out an application. If you can also read about it or talk to us about it, there's a chapter called Cutting Attachment in Tantric Practice in Nyingma, Ketan Sampo's book, and also in Words of My Perfect Teacher, I think it's part 2, chapter 5. It's called A Beggar's Way of Amassing Merit. So if you think you might be interested in that, please talk to somebody. Talk to me, talk to Mary Scott, talk to Claire when she's here.
Mary Scott, do you have anything to add?
On Sunday, January 28th, Simone will start up a new round of Kind Mind, Happy Life, our wonderful program for 4 to 8-year-olds. So anybody who has a young child is invited to register online now and
Yay.
for that. Yeah.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. May it be an auspicious new year. Take some more snacks on your way out if you would like. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, broadcasters. Thank you, everyone who's with us online.